What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Vape Loft YouTube channel. My name is Tyler. If this is your first time joining us, welcome and thank you. Today we have a battle of the pods. We're doing a little versus heads-up comparison between the Telsa Tpod and the Aspire Breeze 2. First, we have the Breeze 2. I might be a little bit biased when it comes to this review. I apologize. I'm gonna do my best to stay impartial, but I use this Breeze 2. This is my Breeze 2, and I love it. I've got 12 milligram Freebase nicotine Iceberry from Vape Loft. Check it out if you haven't had it already. That being said, I have yet to dive into the Telsa Tpod, and boy am I excited about it because it's got some really, really cool features that I think you're gonna love. But sticking with the Breeze 2 for now. It's kind of a pod slash all-in-one hybrid. We have this pod system, which is removable, but it's actually only removable for filling and cleaning. 1000 milliamp hour battery, great battery life. I get a day and a half at least out of it. What's that? Adjustable airflow, super crucial for me. Micro USB to charge, very simple. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, and it takes coil. So though this is technically a pod system, once your coil is burnt out, you don't have to throw out the pod and get a new one. You can buy a pack of coils and you save a little bit of money that way. You're probably sick and tired of hearing me talk about it. I know why you're here, you want to see how it vapes. The airflow wide open. I forgot to mention this is a 0.6 ohm coil. That's a pretty decent amount of vape. For a direct lung hit, it's great. This is technically a mouth to lung device. Let's take a look at what the half open draw looks like. Still great vapor production, much tighter pull, more of a throat hit this time. Whew, it's hot. And I believe this has a 10-second limit for the firing time. We'll take a look at what a full 10-second hit looks like. Hopefully I won't collapse. No, I'm fine, we're good. So that's basically a quick little rundown of the Breeze. There's a few more things we can go over. For now, let's move on to the Tpod. So this is what the Tpod looks like. You can see it's got this sort of jewel, black diamond turtle shell thing on the back. Nobody cares about the jewel, they care about this side. Why? It's not a jewel, it's just black. But wait. Turn on. Oh, you can't even tell it all in the video. We'll get it in the close-up. So because I'm using studio lights, you can't actually see it right now, but I promise this does have a very awesome, very colorful, well-lit LED display. Not only will it tell you how long of a hit that you took, there's also a puff counter. It'll tell you the exact battery life. There's a battery indicator on the top. With the Breeze, it's just either all blue, blue and orange, all orange, and that's how you know your battery. With this, like on a smartphone, you can see the battery working its way down. This pod system is a true pod system. This is your tank and your mouthpiece and your coil. I believe they both hold 2 mLs of liquid. I'm gonna double check that with my research tool, AKA a computer. Yeah, refillable 2 milliliters. 2 milliliters on both of them. Pod goes in. You can see it is a much lighter vape. I am using a 6 milligram nicotine juice versus the 12 in there. I know, not exactly fair, but I will say this is a much cooler vape. It feels smoother. That might be due to the lower amount of nicotine because I am not getting as much of a throat hit from it. I'm pretty sure that has to do with the resistance of the coil that's inside the pod. You have a full extra ohm when compared to the Breeze 2, which uses a 0.6 ohm coil versus the 1.6 that goes in the Telsa Tpod. Vape it a couple more times for you. Delicious. Pretty comparable to the Breeze 2 flavor-wise. It also has a 10-second shut-off time. And on the display, once you hit it for 10 seconds, it says like longevity reached or something like that. We'll see. It says long vaping. And you can see much less when compared to the Breeze 2. However, like I said, still amazing flavor and much cooler. If you're someone that's really worried about the vape being too hot or burning your lips, burning your mouth, the Tpod might be for you. In terms of color options, the Breeze comes in a plethora of colors. There's a lot of colors. You've got rainbow, gunmetal, gray, black, blue, red, camo, gold, the list goes on and on. So for the Tpod, you have gunmetal, which I believe this is. You've got silver, blue, green, and rainbow. So still a bunch of color options. That's basically what I have to say about these off the top of my head. Now let's jump into the close-up. From there, we'll jump back up here, we'll vape on them again, we'll have our final thoughts, and I'll let you guys decide which device is for you. Okay, so here we are in the close-up. You get a much better idea of the size comparison. Obviously, the Tpod is a little bit shorter than the Breeze 2. However, it is also a little bit wider. That aside, this is the adjustable airflow ring I was talking about. There's a button over here and a button over here. If you press both, your pod comes out. You fill it through this little fill port, which is on the bottom. So there's a lot more parts involved in this. You've got your cap, you've got your mouthpiece, you've got the top cap, the coil, the tank, and then the battery. The Tpod, however, has no cap, no coil, no airflow, no nothing. It just is what it is. And here's the display. You can barely see that lighting up. Let me see what I can do for you. There we go. Sorry about the horrible washed out white colors. That's what the display looks like. As I hit it, the display will light up. As you can see, it has adjusted the number of puffs for every time that I've hit it. If you want to reset your puff counter, there's a button on the side of the device that is your on and off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 says goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you go. Everything's been reset. I take a pull. We are back to 1 count. It's telling me how long I hit it for, my amperage, and my voltage. This is actually, what's this say? This is actually telling you to use 50 milligram juice. So here's some tips on how to use it. Basically, that card is telling you you're gonna want to open both of these little fill port flaps so that when you're filling the liquid through this side, the air has somewhere to go on this side. That's basically also how you fill it. The devices are recommended for Salt Nic, specifically the Telsa Tpod. Here at Vape Loft, we don't have our own line of Salt Nic out yet. This is our sort of latest prototype, our latest batch. This is a 45 milligram juice. I'm gonna put that into the Breeze 2 and into the Telsa Tpod, and we will see how it vapes. Alrighty, okay, we are back in the face-to-face time. Well, not really face-to-face. Well, face-to-face, but not face-to-face-to-face. Does that make sense? My face to your face, I can't really see your face. Unless you come on into Vape Loft and see us. In here, I have put 45 milligram nicotine salt juice, secret flavor coming out soon, be excited. Same juice I have put in here. I'm gonna start with the Tpod. I kinda already know how the Breeze 2 hits. I'm gonna start here and work my way up. I've never gone above 36 before, see how this goes. 45 milligram nicotine salt, Telsa Tpod, around, let's say 80% battery life. So I'm actually noticing a bit more vapor production. There was a slight gurgle. Ooh, Nic salts. Wow, we're here, we in it. I'm worried about the Breeze, but here we go. Still a bit gurgly, no spit back so far. Still incredibly cool. I am getting the coarseness on my throat, as you could imagine, with 45 milligrams of nicotine. The head rush is incredible. The flavor is incredible. A little bit too tight of a pull for what I prefer, but if you're one of those mouth to lung vapors who really likes a tight draw, then this is definitely for you. So yeah, definitely noticing more clouds with the higher nic level. I can't tell if that was just a very flavorful hit or if I got the teensiest little bit of spit back. I'm gonna give it one more. Yeah, no spit back. Good on the flavor. Let's see if I can do an O with a Tpod amount of vapor. That being said, I can't really blow O's, so that's pretty good. Let's check out the Breeze. See, that's the exact amount of vapor I was getting from the Tpod, and it was a much shorter pull. Massive, massive cloud for a pod system. This is a mouth-to-lung, sort of a pod coil hybrid, sort of a mouth-to-lung, direct lung hybrid. It really meets you in the middle. That's why I think I like the Breeze so much. With this nic salt, it's incredible. I'm getting my fix right away. I'm so dizzy, I'm having trouble speaking right now, to be honest. Nicotine makes me sweaty. Ooh. okay. But you still can get that from the Tpod. I am not discrediting this at all. Like I said, I'm a little bit biased. If you just want a mouth to lung tight pull, the Tpod might be better for you. It has the display, which is really nice. It's nice and cool, it's tame, but you're still gonna get your nicotine fix. I just noticed I took about, what, 4 or 5 hits off of this thing, and the gurgle has just gone away completely. I didn't get any gurgle with this because I was able to prime my coil and purge any excess juice. I forgot something very, very important. Probably shouldn't have worn black if I'm reviewing such dark items. So you can see, oh, that just looks too sexual. One thing I forgot to mention is that this one is draw to activate. The Tpod does not have a fire button. There's one button for on and off, but other than that, it does not have a fire button. Okay, so let's do the final thoughts. Major differences: draw activation, push button activation. Slightly smaller and slightly heavier with the Tpod. Oh, nicotine salt, excuse me. I prefer having a button to press. I'm used to that. If you're used to smoking a cigarette and not pressing a button, the Tpod is probably more suited for you. I think this is a great device for people who are looking to quit smoking. You can get used to the vape really easily. It's nice and cool. There's not many parts for you to clean or misplace or misunderstand. Great little unit. God, these nic salts just kill your throat. If you've been vaping for a while and you find that you aren't satisfied by your sub-ohm because it's airy, it doesn't hurt your throat, you want more nicotine right away, you want that punch, the Breeze 2 is a great solution. It has adjustable airflow, you can direct lungs, you can mouth to lung it to get that cigarette feel. The main difference is going to be ease of use versus slightly more complicated, still pretty easy, but a lot more control. Because you can buy your coils in a pack with the Breeze 2, you do save a little bit of money because you're not, replacing this entire portion. Slightly more eco-friendly, maybe? That, if you care. Do you care? We should all care, but we don't. It's sad. What else? What else? What else? Me personally, I like something that's gonna be a little bit more airy and a lot hotter. This is nice and smooth. If you're new to vaping, it's not gonna make you cough. Well, it probably will, but yeah. So I think that about covers it. If any of you people at home have some questions about these devices, please leave a comment down below. Send us a message, give us a call. You can even come on into Vape Loft. We have 2 storefront locations. Good luck to those of you who are just switching into the vaping world and you're getting your first pod. Kudos to those of you who weren't afraid of being judged for owning a pod system and got one because you liked it. Most importantly, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope this was helpful. If you want to see more of our content and more comparisons, more reviews, more tips and tricks, we'll even have some funny stuff. Please, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. We have a ton of fresh content coming your way, and we will see you all in the next video. Take care. Oh, I saw that.